Hi, welcome to the Untitled Tarot, and I'm here with your tarot reading. Today's topic is messages from your higher self. So I've picked 4 decks for us to use today. Pile 1 is going to be the Fortuna Tarot, this holographic purple deck, Pile 1. Pile 2 is going to be the True North Tarot. Pile 3 is going to be the Starseeker Tarot. And pile 4 is going to be the Weaver Tarot. So we're going to go over them again. Pile 1, Fortuna Tarot. Pile 2, True North Tarot. And pile 3, the Starseeker Tarot. And pile 4 is the Weaver Tarot. Take some time, meditate on the piles. You can sort of see them right here and pick whatever pile resonates the most with you. I'll see you in your reading. Hi, my name is Siren, and this is the Siren's Tarot. If you picked pile 1, then this reading is for you. Today's topic, just to reiterate, is messages from your higher self. So this is the tarot deck that we will be using, and let's get right to it. So wow, these cards are flying out. So I sense for many of you there's a need to rest. There's a need to take a step back. Whether you've been overworked, you're feeling overwhelmed emotionally, there's just a need to retreat. There's a need to rest for a while and reflect, because there could have been some sort of super bad setback or something pretty rough could have happened to you during Aquarius season or even within the last week or so, and you could just be in a lot of maybe emotional duress right now, or just have a lot on your plate and you're not sure how to move forward or how to go on. And with the Universe card right here, which is the world, we have Saturn energy here, so there's a lot of karma at play, as well as sort of you're entering sort of a completion cycle, or you're going through some sort of test right now, because here we have on each corner we have a bunch of fixed energy. So the universe is trying to sort of bend you when you could be a fixed sign or have fixed energy, while you're somebody who doesn't really bend easily, in the sense that you maybe don't like change that much, or you can have issues adapting to change. Let's see. And yeah, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like you're somebody who has trouble asking for help, doesn't like asking for help. You like to be very independent. You like to do your own thing. And as a result, you like to take on way more work than you can handle. You bite off more than you can chew. And as of recently, you've definitely bitten off more than you can chew, and now it's bitten you in the butt, and you could be really struggling to keep yourself afloat right now. And the universe is saying that it's time to rest. It's time to take a step back and focus on this Ten of Swords energy, because you have a lot going on. You have a lot that you need to fix in your personal life before you can get back to focusing on work, career, and your long-term goals. And that this is karma, right? Like you're breaking through a karmic cycle. This is Saturn energy. This is to help you grow. This is to help you mature. And this is to help you move forward. And with the Six of Pentacles in reverse right here, you're definitely feeling blocked, feeling very stagnant. And mainly this is because you have trouble asking for help. You could have trouble giving to others, or have trouble letting others help you. And whether you have some shame or something like that attached to that, the lesson here is the universe wants you to let go of your ego. It wants you to stop holding on for your need of control. So for this reading, this can apply to fixed sign, a lot of fixed energy. And at the bottom of the pile, we have the Queen of Wands. And like I said, this is somebody who's independent. She knows how to socialize. She's very well liked. So I have a feeling that you have many people around you that care about you, and they want to help you, and they want to see you succeed. But you get in your own way, and you get in the way of your own success because you don't let these people help you. And The universe is just saying, hey, like, this is a wake-up call. What you're going through right now is a wake-up call that it's time to push your ego aside and do what is necessary to move forward and to find that ultimate happiness that you're hopefully striving for. Let's get some clarification cards. Man, these are just flying out for you guys, pile 1. Yeah, here we have the 7 of Cups right here under the 4 of Cups. So I can also sense too that you've been sort of stagnant. You've been stuck in your head. And maybe it's because you're having trouble finding a way forward. Fixed in energies, they normally like to see a way forward or have like a set plan or just an idea in their head that gives them like a goalpost. And with the 7 of Cups right here, you have different goalposts. You have lots of different things that you probably want to do, different directions, different goals. And when you have the 6 of Wands right here, 3 of Cups, this shows that you're, like I said, with the Queen of Wands energy right here, you are very talented, you're very ambitious, you like to work hard, you like to succeed, and I'm also sensing you like to make money as well. But with the 6 of Wands right here, like, you're definitely somebody that has had success in their life. You like to get public recognition. But under this 10 of Swords energy right here, I have a feeling that whatever this success was, or maybe something happened that triggered something that seemed positive as first, triggered this 10 of Swords energy that sort of was this catalyst for everything that has sort of like why everything's sort of like spinning out of control. And perhaps this is like a coworker or a friend or somebody who could have like stabbed you in the back or done something really unexpected that has messed with like your perception of your life and your perception of like what you want to do with your life path. And this could definitely involve friend, sibling. We have 3 of Cups energy right here. Let's get one more clarifying. This is under those 2 cards came out together, so let me just see what else comes out before I continue. So, yep, we have Death in reverse right here. So Scorpio energy, fixed energy right here, but you are resisting change. You're having trouble moving forward. And like I said, part of this too is like you're a very stubborn person. 6 of Pentacles in reverse, you don't like to ask for help. You don't like to be dependent on other people, but the karmic lesson is learning how to be dependent on other people, learning how to let others help you. There's the last one. And yeah, Queen of Pentacles. This is sort of the energy that you're trying to aspire to, or that you're slowly going to be working towards, especially with this universe energy right here. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who isn't as vivacious or as independent as the Queen of Wands, but in a sense, she's more motherly, she's more nurturing, she's more connected to herself, connected to nature. And not only that, but she's a provider. She has a full-time job. She's able to provide for herself, be independent, but at the same time, take care of her family, accept help from her family, her, him, whatever you want to use. But with the Queen of Pentacles right here, this is a very nurturing energy, a very taking care of energy. And this is sort of the energy that I think the universe is trying to help you transition from Queen of Wands to a Queen of Pentacles energy. Somebody who's more network, more self-sufficient, and more rooted in herself. And maybe if you have like trouble settling down or finding roots, right? The universe wants you to find your roots. And at the bottom, yeah, oh, look at this 7 of Pentacles. Look at these roots right here, right? Building foundations for yourself for the long term, instead of like living in the moment and living like day by day or month by month, right? Maybe it's time to project out into the future a little. Maybe it's time to plan ahead and to look ahead, right? Create these roots for yourself, plant these seeds for yourself. And now we can get into our oracle cards. Ooh, this flew out, so I'm just going to take this. You came here to help turn off the lights. Let's see what it is. And then we have until all are free, none are free. And we have X marks the spot. So you came here to help turn off the lights. This is definitely a message that you are here to help better humanity. You are here to help others. And in fact, I will open up this guidebook right here and see what the writer's description is. This is a very like esoteric deck. But yeah, heard upon waking, whispered into an empty room, intuitively understood. So a lot of this is about like a mass awakening, right? Like you're here, you're watching this tarot video, you're watching this video, you have gone through a spiritual awakening on some level, whether massive or not. And this is just saying that you are here to help others, you are here to help awaken others, and you are here to help others find their true path, their true purpose, instead of sort of wandering around aimlessly or stuck in some sort of like rigid job or job path that is just not fulfilling at all in any way or form. And like this really resonates with the until all are free, none are free. You definitely have some strong leadership qualities around you. And while you do have trouble accepting help from other people, you are somebody that likes to help other people. You find fulfillment with helping others, pushing them, boosting them. And the description here is your liberation is inextricably tied to the liberation of this planet and every living being on it. The truth can no longer be hidden or unseen. So like I said, like you are not fully satisfied if the people around you are unhappy, or if you turn on the news and you see all this chaos and stuff going on, right? Like the stuff currently on the news right now, right? This is probably something that deeply upsets you and bothers you on a deep level. And it's because you want to help other people. You want this world to live in harmony. And while you are somebody where you tend to focus maybe more on your own growth or self-growth, you plan to put yourself in a position one day where you are able to help others and make a difference in their lives once you have your own life figured out. With X marks the spot, this definitely shows that this is like a life purpose that your higher self is trying to highlight to you. And these life changes are happening because your higher self wants you to sort of align more with your purpose and to put you on a path where you're more aware of what the big picture is, right? You could be somebody that is focusing on the small picture, right? Like, oh, this happened. Oh, my friend said this. Oh, this happened to me. And the universe wants you to be like, no, 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 right? That is like not your purpose. Like, it's time to look at the big picture, look at what's happening overall, and ask yourself, how can I be the change? How can I make a change that's not only productive for myself, but productive for the people around me, productive for my loved ones? And it's a lot of strong energy here. Let's see what comes out here. Okay, I totally botched up that shuffle. These cards are a little big for me to shuffle like that, but I actually think all three of these came out for a reason. Let's take them. Or four, we'll take it. So we have flower. Be honest with yourself. So as we were saying before, looking at the bigger picture, be honest with yourself. How are you causing this own Ten of Swords energy for yourself? Because another way I'm interpreting it is that you are successful. You are on a solid path for yourself, but at the same time, you're criticizing yourself. You're sort of getting down on yourself, getting down on the dumps, and instead of celebrating your success, you're kind of just finding more reasons to feel like you're a failure. But you're not. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with all the hard work that you've done. Voyage, yep, you already have all the answers that you need, right? You know what you need to do. You know what you are most aligned with. And with the sundress, yeah, do it for you, right? Like you are on this path. I feel like for some of you too, you could feel like you have to make somebody in your life happy, or you have to live up to expectations of other people around you. The universe wants you to know to like live life for yourself, right? And when you like live truly and honestly from your heart, everything else will start to fall together again. And then you'll sort of wake up and realize, wow, look at how blessed I am. Sure, this has happened, but you know what? It took me, wherever you are today, and there are blessings all around you. You just need to open up your eyes to see that. And here we have escapist, come home to yourself. So for some too, this Ten of Swords energy could just be like you are on a path that doesn't make you happy. You're living somebody else's dream. You're not living your own dream, really. And it's time to realign. It's time to accept the changes that the universe is trying to put on your path. Yep. Oh, surrender, speak truth. Wow. It's powerful. And then, yeah, we have the revolutionary, right? Helping people awaken, helping people find their purpose. Wow, this is such a powerful message, pile one. Speak your truth. Speak what is natural to you, right? Tune into yourself, tune into what you like, tune into who you are, and speak that truth. You have a lot to say. You have a lot of different ways that you can help other people. Your universe is saying that your ability to speak, right, whatever it is, right, it has the ability to transform the lives of other people and make for the better. And with surrender right here, right, surrender to the flow of the universe. Surrender to whatever they have planned for you. This is all for a purpose. And if your universe wants you to acknowledge that. Whew. And then I have one more because I just had this like weird feeling. And this is like a mix of relationship messages and also self-love messages. But let's see if anything comes out. Yeah, but here we go. We have trust the universe. Stop worrying. It's not important right now. So whatever's happening, whatever you're stressing about, the universe is saying stop worrying. It's not important right now. And I sense for some of you, if you're like caught up in this like love relationship or something like that, you're caught up in somebody who just isn't consistent. This card came out saying he says he loves you, or she loves you. Why doesn't she act like it? That's just a random message right there, but this card flew out twice, so. But anyways, these are your messages, pile one. Thank you so much for watching to this point. If you did, it means a lot to me. If you could please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, share it. It really boosts my account and it helps me spread these videos more and my messages more. I appreciate your time and I hope you guys have a great week. Hi, welcome to the Untitled Tarot, and if you picked pile 2, then this reading is for you. The topic is messages from your higher self, so let's get right into it with shuffling the tarot. This deck is a little harder to shuffle, so I'm just going to have to do it like this. So since for some of you there's been like a heartbreak lately or some sort of something that has gone wrong, something that has caused a lot of grief or heartache, breakup, losing a friend, whatever it is, it's been putting you down in the dumps lately. It's been dragging your energy down, maybe even losing a job for some. But it's really been like sort of holding you back, or you've sort of been letting these emotions hold you back here with the Three of Swords right here, along with the the Knight of Cups in reverse, which shows that you could be, if you're somebody who's gone through a breakup recently, it shows that you could be holding on to the relationship, perhaps irrationally, experiencing irrational emotions and just letting your emotions cloud your vision and cloud your ability to think clearly because you're letting this grief get in the way. And instead of like acting from a balanced place, you're acting from an imbalanced emotional place. And with the Ten of Wands right here, like you're sort of at the peak or at the climax of whatever the situation is, whether that's like you were broken up with in sort of a wrongful way or not, or you had some sort of drama happen. Like this energy is sort of showing me that you're like kind of either like burnt out from it, or you're about to like do something or act in a way that could end up inflaming the situation or making things worse than they already are. Because with the Devil in reverse, ultimately though, the universe, the reason why this Three of Swords energy, this heartache happened to begin with, is because the universe is trying to get you to let go of this devil energy, to get you to release these karmic connections, this karmic energy, these toxic habits, because it's unhealthy. Whatever the situation is, whatever it is that you are wrapped up on, it is very unhealthy. It's taking an emotional toll on you, a physical toll, and it's affecting your ability, your like day-to-day life. And it's just definitely not the best energy to really be in. Pile 2. And I feel like somebody could have hurt you pretty bad, and that's why you're sort of stuck in this way. You're stuck in these cycles. For some, it could be that you're like stuck in this cycle with this specific person, and you keep going back and forth and back and forth. And with this Pisces season energy, your higher self is saying it's time to let go and it's time to close the cycle, but you're sort of holding on to it with the Ten of Wands right here. And as you're like holding on to it, you're just burning yourself out, you're exhausting yourself, and you're just, you're wasting your time. And to put it bluntly, you're wasting time on whatever this situation is, whatever this energy is. Let's see what clarification has come out. Pile 2, pile 2. And here we have the Five of Swords in reverse. So this is somebody that there could have been a big fight, a big falling out with somebody in your life. And I think you want to resolve the conflict. Like you like feel bad about it, or maybe they were like the person that caused or whatever. But either way, you want to make amends with this energy. You want to make amends with this person because you miss them. And you're in this Knight of Cups in reverse energy, and you're not really thinking clearly about what happened, or, and you could just be acting purely on emotional impulse right now. This Five of Swords in reverse. And here we have, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And like, there's definitely a desire to recover. Like, you want to heal yourself. You want to feel better. But because of this Knight of Cups energy in reverse, you think that healing yourself, or the only way that you can feel better is if you make amends with this person or whatever happened, right? To make amends with this specific situation. But perhaps like that's not really the way to go, right? Like, you can still walk away and you can still heal. It's hard and it's difficult, but it may even be better in the long run if you just walk away and cut your losses. Here we have the Five of Wands. Wow, we have Five of Swords right here in reverse, and 5. We have lots of 5. We have 3 5s that came out. 5, 5, 5. That's change. It's conflict. The universe is saying this change is meant to happen. This conflict was meant to happen, and these challenges are meant to happen because they want you to let go of this devil energy, this devil. They want you to break this karmic connection. With the 5 of Wands right here, it's saying that if you try to reconcile, if you try to sort of go back to this situation or go back to this person, you're just going to make things worse. You're going to cause things to get worse with this Ten of Wands right here. You're just going to cause further arguing, further fighting, and you're just going to sort of, cause yourself more emotional distress than needed, and indefinitely probably taint the connection, at least for this lifetime, and cause more karma that could carry on into another lifetime. Here we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, paired with the Devil in reverse. So this can show either you or the person in question is somebody that could be very harsh, cold, cruel. Maybe they don't talk in the nice way, or they're probably not the nicest or most pleasant person to be around, and whether that's the energy you're in right now or the other person involved. But I'm getting the sense that this is more paired with the person involved, but this isn't really the best person that you want to really be associated with. This isn't the energy of somebody that is going to help you grow and help you build a life that you want for yourself. Because I sense right here with this King of Wands at the bottom pile right here, you're somebody you want to be happy, you want to feel free, you want to go on adventures, you want to be successful, and you're not really, you're getting in your own way of those goals by letting yourself get stuck in this situation, by letting yourself repeat these same cycles over and over, because in reality it's trapping you and holding you back rather than setting you free. Especially because here we have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom, and they were on this card came out in the last group, but this Queen of Pentacles energy also shows a need for nurturing, a need for going inward and nurturing yourself, focusing on yourself, and perhaps like focusing on your career, focusing on your abundance, instead of getting so caught up in what feels like drama or petty drama, or, you know, relationship breakup drama. And we have a couple more messages for you. Yeah, we have the Divine, we have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles came out, with the last pile too, right? There's this need to give back to yourself, to balance your energy out. Your energy that you give out should be the energy that you should be receiving. And if you're in any connections that are imbalanced like that, then they are not the connections for you. They are not somebody that you want in your life for the long term. And with the Divine energy right here, this is like a direct card from your higher self, right? It's time to return back to yourself, and it's time to just get yourself out of this situation. Like, that's like the big thing right here, right? Break yourself free, move forward, and then you can figure everything else out from there. So let's get into this oracle and see what messages are here for you. So we have two come out. We have the Princess, you can be your own knight. Exactly what I was saying, right? If you are caught up on an ex or somebody that, or even a friend even, right? Like, you could be your own knight. You don't need a knight in shining armor to make you feel fulfilled, or to make you feel better, or to make you feel happy. You are your own knight. You have your own, like, you have control of your own life, and you can save yourself. If you're somebody that struggles with mental health, perhaps, or something like that, this is also a message saying that you could be your own savior, right? And at the end of the day, it's only you that can help yourself, and it's only you that can pick up the pieces and help you move forward, or to push yourself forward. Nobody else can do that for you. And with the gray endings are inevitable, yeah, it's time to move on. It's time to move on, and as difficult as this message can be to hear, and it is a lot easier said than done, this is just a very, very clear sign from your higher self, from the universe, that whatever the situation is that you're stuck in or caught up in, it's only getting more complicated and difficult because you're holding on to it when you need to be letting go. Here we have maybe next time. So if this is like a relationship, I'm really getting this is more of a relationship. This could be a message saying that maybe in another lifetime things will be right and things will work out. But you have karma you need to work out, and this other person does too. And here we have butterfly dreams, and let me pull. I'll take them all. Here we have Miracle Mile. So the universe is also saying, too, to enjoy the beauty of the moment. It's time to stop worrying so much. It's time to stop worrying about things that you may never get an answer to. You may never know, right? You may never know why this person treated you this way or left you, or why it didn't work. You may never know these answers. And that's just something that you have to accept or move on. And maybe you'll get them one day. But the universe is saying right now it's not that important to know. Right? It's not that important to keep going back and digging into those memories and replaying it over and over again, because it's not going to do you any good. It's not going to help you. It's not going to change what has happened. And with butterfly dreams, I'm going to read the book for this one. We have the fruits of your current reality were sown as seeds in the past one. Every version carries clues of your becoming, as well as choices that will inform it. What was once a poster on the wall is now a car in your garage. The notes in your journal now a book. Your dreams for the future made real in the present. This is how life moves. Does a caterpillar have any way of conceptualizing what it will become at the onset of its chrysalis? Do you? Perhaps it feels like dying. Possibly they sense deep in their primordial ooze that they are being reborn. Perhaps both are true. So this is also a message too, that it's time to, give yourself a new chapter, give yourself a new beginning. It's time to sort of let yourself be reborn, transform. Right now you're this caterpillar. It's time to put yourself in the cocoon, rest, heal, take care of yourself so you can become this beautiful butterfly. As you do so, it's important to stay in the moment, right? Stop looking back into the past because it's not going to do you any good. It's not going to help you, and it's not going to serve you in any way. Here we have release. Wow, look at that confirmation right here. Release. Release this person, release this pain, release this energy from your life. And we had a few come out. Yeah, we have self-love, right? Take care of yourself. Put yourself first. You deserve to put yourself first. You deserve the love that you give to other people. And it's time to focus on yourself. It's time to take a step back. Leave this situation and just focus on your own lane. Focus on your own growth. Stop trying to hold on to the strings of a situation that was never meant to be permanent in the first place. And here we have, yes, speak your truth, right? Look at yourself honestly in the mirror. What have you become? How have you gotten here? And how can you get yourself back on track? How can you sort of start to transform yourself into the person that you want to be instead of just running around in the same circles over and over again? So we'll get our last messages. Reshuffle. Sorry. Pile two, 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 pile two. Sweet. So here we go. So we have put yourself first. It's time to choose you. What we were saying, like self-love. And then we have I'm sorry, but I can't be what you need. So if this is like a person, a romantic person in question, this is like just even more confirmation that they're probably not going to change and be what you need. And then we have I want to start over, in which I see this right. We talked about the chrysalis, the butterfly, right? It's time to start over and give yourself a new start. And here, then we have, imagine a partner who doesn't stop trying after she has you. If they aren't that, then maybe you deserve better. Right here. Maybe you deserve better. So just lots of confirmation if you are stuck in this like toxic friendship, toxic relationship, this toxic karmic relationship cycle. It's time to move on. This is time a sign to cut it off. But thank you so much for watching. If you watched this far, it means a lot to me. Make sure to check out my Instagram in the link below. I also am open for personal readings. I appreciate the support for anybody who watches this, and I hope you guys have a great week. Thank you. Hi, I'm Siren, and this is the Siren's Tale Tarot, and I am here with your tarot reading. If you picked pile 3, the Star Seeker Tarot, then this reading is for you. So let's get right into it to see what messages you have from your higher self. Oh my gosh. Too many cards. King of Cups. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. Let's get one more before I start getting into this. Two came out, we will take it. So, and then we have Strength in Reverse. So let's start off with, we have the King of Cups. So I have a feeling that you guys have been working really hard on yourselves lately. You have been putting the grind, you've been putting the sword to the grindstone. You've been really looking forward to your future, especially in terms of your emotional health and your mental health. You've really been figuring out different ways to balance your mental and emotional body and to really just have true balance within yourself. And you've also been looking at cultivating a future for yourself. stability, career, and finance. But now you're sort of at another crossroads in your life. Here we have the Two of Wands energy. So you're at another crossroads where it's time to pick the next path in your journey of life. So far, this past chapter has been pretty good for you. It's been pretty prosperous, and now it's time for you to look ahead. Like, where do you want to go? What path do you want to pick? And your higher self is saying that now is time to, like, this next chapter could potentially be more difficult or turbulent than the last. Here we have the Sun and the Seven of Wands in reverse. So this could definitely show either someone coming into your life that won't be what they seem, or you could just be going into a period where things just start to go wrong. Things don't necessarily work out how like you planned them to, and you could be going through maybe a slight depressive spell, or sort of like getting stuck in your head, down in the dumps, and worrying more than taking action to make your circumstances better. Because with the Strength here in reverse, you're definitely taking sort of maybe a bit of a detour with your mental health journey. If you're somebody who's like real big on mental health and keeping yourself balanced, right, you could be going through another speed bump in the road on this journey to finding true balance. And I actually think I'll put this card aside. Let's see if anything else comes up. Yeah, Two of Swords. So it's like right now, like you're probably in a more confident, right? Like you're looking, like you're chilling, you're relaxing, you're looking up at the sky, thinking, what are my possibilities? But in a sense, I feel like you could be starting to procrastinate it, because at the same time, this past chapter of your life has been so good. It's been prosperous. It's been healthy for you. It's really gotten you on your feet. And now you're faced with uncertainty. With uncertainty, I sense you could be self-sabotaging yourself a little. With the Two of Swords right here, you could be letting your insecurities get in the way, letting your past negative experiences get in the way, worrying if something's going to happen again or something's going to repeat again. And instead of being proactive and moving forward, you're going to let yourself, or you could let yourself get stuck in your head and put yourself, in the Sun in reverse rut. And this also energy on the flip side, though, can point to introspection and finding your own light within yourself, going within yourself and finding your own sunshine instead of depending on, the sun or like external sunshine for that happiness in your life. So the next chapter is going to really help you dig to find out what makes you happy, how can you find and create your own happiness in your life. And also you're going to be reevaluating your relationship with yourself and also your friendships and the people around you, getting rid of any toxic people and people that no longer have a place in your life, ultimately to help you break this Two of Swords energy, right? Because this is the energy you want to be in, right? Planning, looking ahead to the future, excited, and rather than this Two of Swords energy where, look at her, she has the blindfold on, she holds her two swords out, sort of like she's defensive and unsure where the enemy is going to come out and attack her from. But this, let's pull some clarification cards before we go deeper. Pile 3. Oh my god, too many. Since we'll keep these two. So we have under the Three of Swords, I sense that you could have had something traumatic happen in your past, have a traumatic background, or even just been through a pretty bad breakup or some sort of bad disconnect with somebody else. And so you've done a lot of work to get yourself emotionally balanced, to keep yourself emotionally balanced, because that's how you're able to focus, that's how you're able to be happy in a sense and be productive. And with the King of Wands right here too, like you've definitely, like this past chapter has been really productive and very healthy for you, and healing from your past and finding like hope again and moving forward. And now that you're faced with this uncertainty and unknown, you could be getting sort of relapse energy or triggered sort of energy and a fear of the past happening again. And that's what could cause maybe this bit of a relapse. Yeah, here, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. If you like have lost your job before, lost your stability, have had a falling out with your family member, a parent or something like that. You're scared. Like, you're scared of losing everything that you've worked so hard to build. You're scared of losing your foundations. Yeah, you're definitely just scared of losing everything that you've worked so hard to build for yourself. But it's time to, like, stop being so afraid with the devil right here. Like, because you're just holding yourself back. The more you become afraid, the more you let yourself get trapped into this energy, the more you're just going to keep repeating these karmic cycles over and over again with the devil. And it's time to set yourself free. It's time to break free from this devil energy, because it's not a way to live. And I've sensed too that this energy also maybe has, like, attracted negative relationships in the past, toxic relationships. And even now you could sort of, like, it's just a very imbalanced energy to be in. And wow, Queen of Pentacles, this energy, and here we have Six of Pentacles too. These cards keep showing up in these readings, which shows that this could be like an underlying theme for Pisces season, for this energy overall. There's this underlying theme of the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, which the Six of Pentacles is all about giving. It's about giving and receiving and finding a balance, right? Asking for help when you need it, and also giving help when it is needed. And it's very much a card like balance, and it actually reminds me a little bit of the King of Cups, but instead of, like, it being more focused on emotional health, right? This is about, like, material things, like donating, charities, accepting help and support from others in a more material way. But with the Queen of Pentacles too, this is like an energy that I feel like the universe and higher selves in general are, like, aspiring to, right? Being financially self-sufficient, being confident, being, like, the family supporter, right? Being able to support not only yourself, but your loved ones around you. And so basically the message here is that you are blessed. You have lots of blessings in your past, and you have worked hard to get to this point. And the universe is saying to stop being afraid, because your past isn't going to repeat itself. Whenever you get afraid, or afraid of the future, or afraid of what you don't know yet, you just put yourself in your own mental prison instead of, like, being proactive about it. And when you put yourself in this prison, that is what makes things more likely to repeat again. That's what makes cycles more likely to repeat again. It's time to move forward. You've done the work. You've done the hard part. Enjoy all the progress that you've made. There's no need to be afraid anymore. Yep. Paint the sun back into your sky. Wow. Well, remember I was, like, talking about, finding that light within yourself. That's what the sun in reverse is, like, finding your own light, your own sun inside you. Look at that. Yep, paint the sun back into your sky, right? Whenever you start to get anxious and feel afraid of the future, feel out of control, right? Remember, you have your own light. You have your own sun, and you are also very much in control. It's not, if you have, like, a traumatic incident that has happened where you were out of control, the universe is saying, you are in control. You are definitely in control. And there's no need to be afraid anymore. And here we have the universe. We're all just stardust. At the end of the day, we are all just stardust. We are all made from one each other. And we are all made from the stars. AKA, like, life isn't super serious to make yourself, like, miserable all the time. And that's, like I said, it's much easier said than done, right? Especially if you struggle with anxiety, like I do. It's very hard to just leave it be, like, oh, maybe it's not that serious, because sometimes it is that serious, or in our heads, or to you, it really is that serious, and it is worth worrying about. But there comes a point where you can also remove yourself to a point where you can see the bigger picture, and that is a sort of I don't know what the point I'm trying to make is here, but just at the end of the day, we're all just stardust, right? You get this, you have many lifetimes, but this is your lifetime. This is the life that you get to live, and this is, like, the only way, what's the word? Like, who you are now is, like, who you are now. Oh my God, I'm having trouble finding words for it. But the way you know yourself now is, like, the way like, later on in another lifetime, or up in a higher dimension, you're going to look down on this lifetime in a different light, in a different perspective, in a different way, and you should. But the way you know yourself right now is the only way that, like, your soul will know yourself as this way, from this experience at this moment. And so you should embrace it, and you should enjoy every second of it. And here we have storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. So this is just more confirmation that, you know, like, you've done the hard work, you've done the hard part. The hurricane has come to an end. You know, you've done everything you need to. You don't need to be afraid of the past repeating itself again. Here we have energy follows intention. So we're talking about, you know, manifesting, right? If you continue to worry about it over and over again, then you are more likely to see those patterns happen again. But when you're able to let go, when you're able to move forward, right? Energy follows intention. When you set the intention to move forward, when you set the intention to try and focus on letting go of your anxiety, letting go of your fear, that energy will follow, and you will find yourself sort of set free from, you know, that strength and reverse energy, from those mental prisons, from those mental traps. Here we have elixir. So yeah, you know, you have good things. You have good things awaiting you, right? Look at that. The sun, sunny field. You have great things awaiting you, right? You have great things ahead of you. You just gotta stop worrying so much about things repeating itself. And here we have enough is a feast. For this card, I'm gonna read from the guidebook because it will establish the point way better than I can. For if you know what you want and will be content with it, you can be trusted. But if you not know, your desires are limitless and no one can tell how to deal with you. Nothing satisfies an individual incapable of enjoyment. Here we have speak truth. This card keeps coming out. Speak your truth. And this is also another thing too, like, speak your truth, speak how you feel, be authentic to yourself, be authentic to, like, your path. Because when you speak your truth, that's the only way that you'll sort of set yourself free, right? If you feel like you're sort of trapped in your head, the only way that you'll set yourself free is by speaking your truth. And here we have the sovereign. At the bottom, we have the shadow. So let's, for the sovereign, we will read from the book because it is one of the more special cards. Where is it? Here we go. 111. So if you've been seeing 111 lately, this card, the sovereign, is on page 111. The sovereign. The sovereign card invites us to activate the leader, visionary, and enthusiast within us. It is a time to welcome in passion and fire while creating structure that allows for you to nurture your dreams. Sovereign creates a container which allows for growth within themselves and others. They approach situations with a no bullshit attitude. It may come across as harsh to some people. Their strong boundaries and opinions may even be intimidating to others, but in reality it is their way of nurturing. They have no interest in appeasing others simply to keep them comfortable. They will continue to push those around them so that they can grow. The sovereign also calls us to create structure. From a place of structure, the sovereign knows that life runs more smoothly. So, allowing for the manifestation of true success, security, and happiness. Where in your life do you continually find chaos? Where are your energy and resources getting sapped? The sovereign invites you to examine those situations practically and cut out what is no longer serving you. This is not a time for being sentimental or nostalgic. The sovereign is realistic about what is needed and gets it done, knowing that it makes room for true peace. The balanced sovereign is a leader that belongs only to themselves. They are in service to others by choice, and their method of leading is in empowering others. They are strong and know just how capable they are. So with the sovereign right here, this is definitely a message too to create more structure in your life, perhaps, especially with elixir right here. Perhaps there's a need to create more structure to help you break free of relapsing or falling back into old habits and patterns that no longer suit or serve you. Without further ado, we'll pull a couple of these cards and then we'll call it a reading. boundaries. So the Sovereign, it's funny, right? We're talking about boundaries, setting boundaries. Here, if you're somebody that struggles with boundaries, especially in relationships, we have a message here. Boundaries are a part of self-care. They're healthy, normal, and necessary. This could be your sign that if you're somebody that lacks boundaries or has trouble dealing with boundaries, this is your sign to get comfortable with it. And then if you're dealing with like a relationship situation right now or some sort of heartbreak or somebody's been on your mind lately, we have this card that says, I'm sorry, but I can't be what you need. And then we have focus on friends, not dead-end connections. I regret hurting you. I am in a better place now. Can you give me a second chance? Probably not. And I'm stalking your social media. So if you're in a weird situationship with someone else, especially if it's somebody that doesn't handle you setting boundaries well, then this is your sign. Maybe it's time to set boundaries and to cut some toxic people out of your life. Trust your intuition. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. If you've watched to this point, I hope this reading resonated. If you want more content, check out my Instagram. There's a link in the description below. I hope you guys have a great week. Thank you. Hi, welcome to the Untitled Tarot, and I am here with your reading. If you picked pile 4, then this reading is for you. Let's get right into it. See what messages your higher self has. Pile 4, messages from higher self. Pile 4. Pile 4. Pile 4, messages. We have death in reverse. So there could be some of you resisting change in your life right now, on the cusp of a new chapter, and there's been sort of a resistance or stagnation regarding that change. We have also Hermit in reverse, 2 major arcana. So in a sense, the universe is trying to push you the soul surge to confront your trauma, confront your issues that you could be ignoring in your life. And you're resisting that, and as a result, you could be feeling a lot of stagnation right now in your life. Not wondering why, why am I stuck? Why do I feel stuck? Well, it's because you're resisting this change right here. We have Strength as well. And then we have the Conqueror of Swords. So we have the Knight of Swords. And then you're definitely somebody that has been impulsive lately, feeling unbalanced, not really feeling like your best self as of late. And that's because I feel like there's a lot going on in your head, a lot going on in your life, and you could be having trouble coping or balancing that out. Especially with the Knight of Swords in reverse. You could be very impulsive right now, making some poor decisions. Hold on. I'm trying to just pull this last card. But there's a lot of change going on in this life for pile 4. There's a lot of shifts, lots of changes, and for many of you guys, I feel like a lot of these changes are very uncomfortable, very outside your comfort zone, not anything you're used to. The universe is really trying to push you out of your comfort zone, though, so that you can grow. Why too many cards just keep coming out? We don't need this many cards. Just one card. Come on. Pile 4, messages from higher self. Here we have the 5 of Swords with the 3 of Pentacles. So I was sort of getting the energy earlier, but I wanted to wait for some more confirmation. But we have the 5 of Swords right here. So I think there's a lot of conflict going on in your life, a lot of uncertainty. I'm also feeling sort of a lot of fear 2. And with the 3 of Pentacles right here, I think there could be issues at work, issues with your co-workers. And I feel like there's like a lot of change, or the universe is trying to push you to either make a change in like how you interact with people around you, or a change in your career path itself. But you have been resisting that change, and perhaps you have this narrative where if I just like keep holding on, or I keep pushing down deeper, I'll grow to like it. Or maybe you think you're the problem. You're like, well, I'm picky. I just need to pick something and sit with it. But in reality, like, you're unhappy, or you're just not really finding the success or fulfillment you want with whatever path you're on right now, which is why the universe, is like trying to push you in the right direction. It's trying to help you change. It's trying to help you out, but you're resisting that change, and you're sort of avoiding going inwards. You're avoiding doing that self-seeking, that self-work, because you're afraid of what you'll find. Maybe you're afraid that there isn't a path for you, or you're afraid that maybe you won't have the success or fulfillment that you want. So you could just avoid going inwards because you're afraid of that fear. You're afraid of your own emotions. And with the Strength card right here, though, this is necessary. Confronting your inner mind, confronting those maybe darker or more difficult emotions is necessary for your growth and necessary for moving forward with the Strength card right here. Right? It's time to find inner strength. It's time to find inner resilience. And with the 5 of Swords right here, I sense that like a lot of this inner turmoil that you're experiencing within yourself is a cause of like this inner turmoil, right? Not really knowing yourself that well, not knowing who you are that well, not understanding your emotions. And with the Conqueror of Swords, the Knight of Swords in reverse, this can show just like a lack of like a disconnect between your emotional body and your mental body, being impulsive, maybe even just being a bit of like a dick or something, right? Like taking out your frustrations on those around you, and as a result, it's making like work harder, making being around your friends more unpleasant. And you could even be like playing victim, right? Like not knowing why people aren't being that nice to you or being that helpful to you. Well, it's because you're not really being the easiest person to be around right now. With the 3 of Coins right here, right? Like whatever this is, this inner turmoil, you are projecting it onto people around you. Get some clarification. Yeah, we have the Fool. So, like, the universe wants you to start a new path, right? A new start for your emotional body. A new start just in general, right? Like, finding a path you're happy with. Finding a path that you feel fulfilled with. And with the 6 of Swords in reverse, right? Like, you're resisting these transitions. Like, these upright, traditionally, the 6 of Swords is about a rite of passage, about moving forward, right? Finding a better path that is more aligned with what you want and who you are. But with the 6 of Swords in reverse, like, you are resisting this change. You're resisting doing the work necessary to bring about those changes. And I think part of it too is I'm sensing for those who have like had trauma happen in their lives or something like that, right? Like, you're somebody who's uncomfortable with happiness or uncomfortable with good feelings perhaps. And 2 of Cups in reverse, or like for many of you, if this doesn't apply to work, this applies to your relationships, right? You can have a tendency to attack toxic people or be toxic yourself, probably both. And to seek like that unhappiness and that obsessive nature in those like karmic relationships, because that's what makes you feel secure. That's probably what makes you feel insecure, because you have inner child wounds, right? Like perhaps your parents gave you a really bad example of what a healthy marriage is, or you had something that wounded your inner child. And the universe for years has been trying to tell you, hey, we want this positive change to happen in your life. We want you to move forward. We want you to find yourself. But instead of doing that, you're running with these 2 cards in reverse. You are running away from them because you are afraid. You are afraid of what happens if you change. You are afraid of what happens if you feel like you accept that you are not in full control of what happens around you. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, because we talked about sort of taking out this anger, taking out this frustration on people around you, right? Like, as a result, like, I feel like you definitely are, like, more likely to, like, pick fights with other people and cause conflict and, like, be very irritable. And while you don't mean to do this, this is just a manifestation of that inner child who's crying, who wants that help, who wants that compassion, who wants you to go inwards and see what's going on in there. But because you keep ignoring it, it's bubbling up with, like, maybe, like, manic episodes or just, like, bursts of, like, lashing out at other people around you. With the Ace of Wands right here, there's this new start. The universe wants you to have this new start. They want to stop seeing you repeat these same toxic relationships, and they want you to find a path that you feel happy and satisfied with. And most of all, they want you to be happy and satisfied with yourself and who you are, right? They want you to start. They want you to have this new, fresh beginning. And you're not going to have this, like, no matter where you go, you are never going to have this fresh start that you crave if you continue running away from yourself. Ooh, that came right out. Here we have confidence. It comes with time and practice. So confidence could be something that you lack too. Maybe you don't feel strong enough to confront or to do the work or to do the therapy, right? And the universe is also saying too that it comes with time, right? You build up confidence. And here we have bitch fire, stand up for yourself. So if you are in, like, any toxic connections or have any toxic people in your life, it's time to stand up for yourself. Perhaps it's time to, you know, like, finally, like, cut off people who shouldn't be in your life, or cut off those toxic people, or be like, hey, you know what, this is what's going on in my life, and I'm not going to allow you to say these things to me, and I'm not going to allow you to treat me this way anymore, because I want to be a better person, and you get in the way with that whenever you treat me like this. Here we'll take, there we go, and here we have Princess. You can be your own knight. This came out for one of the other piles, but yeah, basically, especially with this Two of Cups energy right here, right? If you are somebody that struggles with relationships and going in and out of them, right, you could be your own knight. And this is like a sign too to take a step back from that as well. You need to focus on yourself, not focus on relationships, not focus on other people. You need to take care of yourself, and you need to put yourself first. You need to focus on your own success and your own journey. Yeah, know thyself, right? We have the Hermit, know thyself. It's time to go inwards. It's time to get to know yourself, and it's time to get to know this inner child that really wants to get to know who you are now, who really wants to heal so it can rest and stop being so active and agitated all the time. Butterfly dreams, right? This is all about the journey of the butterfly. Right now, you are the caterpillar, and the universe wants you to go into this cocoon so you can reflect and heal, so you can eventually become this butterfly who's powerful, beautiful, strong, and everything that you wanted to be. And while the journey seems long, the journey seems pretty rough, right? But know that broke is just the beginning, right? If you're somebody, maybe you're scared to change career paths because you're scared of financial instability and not being able to pay your bills. The universe is saying that, like, there's a path you are meant to go on, and you will find that success in due time. And know that broke is just the beginning, right? Anybody who's gone anywhere at all has started from the bottom and has had to work their way up from the top. And this isn't an excuse to keep holding yourself back from taking care of yourself and honoring yourself. Oh my gosh, too many cards. And we were just talking about, like, broke is the beginning of long journeys, patience. It is important to have patience on this journey, and patience with yourself. Getting better, improving your life is not going to happen in a day. It's not going to happen in a week, and it's most likely not going to even happen within a year. It is a long-term journey that takes a lot of work and a lot of energy. But here we have the Explorer and we have the Creator, two different archetypes within this deck. And yeah, like the Explorer, right? Exploring yourself. Here we have the eye, we have the mind, and then we have the heart here at the bottom. It's time to explore yourself. It's time to explore who you are, right? And I think deep down you'll find like you are a creator, you are a manifester at heart. You're somebody that likes to bring joy and light and sparkles and magic to other people. And the sooner you're able to do this work, this inner child work, and create a new beginning for yourself and find a path that is for you and only for you, then you'll be able to start tapping into this explorer energy and eventually turn into the creator energy, right? Lots of good energy here, or I guess like energy that will be coming towards you if you choose to embrace this journey of moving forward. Here we have movement as well, so this will take like movement, lots of change, lots of change is going to be needed in order for you to have this fresh start that you crave. Get our last messages here. So this boundaries card came out, so this is all about setting boundaries for yourself. Boundaries are a part of self-care. They're healthy, normal, and necessary. And then we have never regret anything because at one time it was exactly what you wanted. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this isn't a message to like regret your mistakes or anything, because you shouldn't, right? Because at one time it was what you wanted. It was what you thought you wanted, and you learned from it. And then we have, I am not sure how, but I will. As in, you may be not sure how you're going to get from point A to point B right now, but you will. Somehow you will. Somehow you will create that journey and that way forward. And then one last message we have is focus on friends, not dead-end connections. But anyway, those are all the messages I have for you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to me. If you want more content, check out my other videos and check out my Instagram. Your support means the world to me. Please consider subscribing, commenting, liking, and sharing this video. I hope you guys have a great week.